The USA's 10 Biggest Wars, a journey through history. Hello, history enthusiasts. Welcome back to our channel where we dive deep into the most fascinating events that shaped our world. Today, we're embarking on an exciting journey to uncover the 10 biggest wars in the history of the United States. From the American Revolution to the ongoing War on Terror, we'll explore the causes, the battles, and the impact each war had on the nation and the world. So, grab your popcorn, sit back, and let's get started. 1. The American Revolution, 1775 to 1783. Our journey begins with the war that started it all, the American Revolution. Fueled by the desire for independence, the 13 American colonies took up arms against the British Empire. Led by iconic figures like George Washington, the Continental Army managed to secure a decisive victory, giving birth to the United States of America. 2. The Civil War, 1861 to 1865. Next, we have the Civil War, a conflict that divided the nation and tested its resolve. Fought over the issue of slavery, the war pitted the Union against the Confederacy. With iconic battles like Gettysburg and Antietam, the war ended with the abolition of slavery and the reunification of the nation. 3. World War I, 1914 to 1918. Moving on to the global stage, we have World War I. Although the U.S. entered the war late, it played a crucial role in the eventual Allied victory. The war introduced new technologies like tanks and airplanes, and it set the stage for the next global conflict. 4. World War II, 1939 to 1945. Arguably the most significant conflict in human history, World War II saw the U.S. taking on the Axis powers. From the attack on Pearl Harbor to the Battle of the Bulge, the war transformed the world and set the stage for the Cold War. 5. The Korean War, 1950 to 1953. Following World War II, the Korean War broke out, pitting the U.S.-led UN forces against the communist forces of North Korea and China. The war ended in a stalemate, but it marked the beginning of the Cold War. 6. The Vietnam War, 1955 to 1975. The Vietnam War was a controversial conflict that divided the nation. Fought against the communist regime in North Vietnam, the war resulted in heavy casualties and sparked widespread anti-war protests. 7. The Gulf War, 1990 to 1991. The Gulf War saw the U.S. and its allies taking on Iraq after its invasion of Kuwait. The war was a swift victory for the coalition, but it marked the beginning of a new era of U.S. military intervention in the Middle East. 8. The War in Afghanistan, 2001 present. Launched in response to the 9/11 attacks, the war in Afghanistan has been the longest conflict in U.S. history. The war has seen the U.S. taking on the Taliban and Al-Qaeda, with mixed results. 9. The Iraq War, 2003 to 2011. The Iraq War was another controversial conflict that saw the U.S. taking on the regime of Saddam Hussein. The war resulted in the overthrow of Hussein, but it also led to widespread instability and violence in the region. 10. The War on Terror, 2001 present. Finally, we have the ongoing War on Terror, a global conflict that has seen the U.S. taking on terrorist organizations like Al-Qaeda and ISIS. The war has resulted in numerous military interventions and has transformed the nature of warfare in the 21st century. There you have it, history buffs. The 10 biggest wars in the history of the United States. Each war has shaped the nation and the world in profound ways, and each one has left a lasting legacy. Thanks for joining us on this journey, and we'll see you in the next video.